A CEO I know runs 3 companies, sits on 2 nonprofit boards, has 4 kids, and somehow looks more energized at 6 p.m. than most people look at 10 a.m. I asked her how she does it. Not the productivity hacks, not the schedule, the actual energy. Because she's 54, and she moves through her days like someone who has a reserve nobody else can access. She laughed and said, "People think I'm on something. I'm not. I just figured out 8 years ago that energy isn't something you're born with or without. It's something you build systematically, the same way you'd build muscle or wealth. Most people are doing the exact opposite of what creates sustainable energy, and they can't figure out why they're exhausted by noon." She told me the 8 specific habits she implemented in her mid-40s that completely transformed her baseline energy. Not bursts, not caffeine-fueled sprints, actual, sustained, clean energy that lasts from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. without crashing. And here's what struck me. None of these habits are sold in stores. None of them are supplements or biohacks or expensive treatments. They're behavioral patterns that wealthy women have access to, not because of money, but because they have better information and they implement it religiously. Once you know these, you'll understand why some women seem to have 30% more hours in their day. It's not time, it's energy, and energy is learnable. If you're tired of operating at half speed and you're ready for the complete picture, subscribe now. This is where real information lives. Drop your city in the comments. I want to know where you're watching from. Welcome back to our channel. Habit 8. They eat protein within 30 minutes of waking, before coffee, before anything. Let's start with the habit that sounds inconvenient but changes your entire day. Wealthy women eat 20 to 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. Not later, not after coffee. First thing, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein shake, smoked salmon, doesn't matter what form, but the protein comes first. Why this works? When you wake up, your cortisol is naturally elevated. That's normal. It's what gets you out of bed. But if you spike it further with caffeine on an empty stomach, you're triggering a stress response that depletes you by mid-morning. Protein stabilizes blood sugar, signals to your body that you're fed, not starving, and allows cortisol to normalize naturally instead of spiking and crashing. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that people who ate protein-first breakfasts maintained steady energy for 4-6 hours, while carb-first or coffee-first people crashed within 2 to 3 hours. The woman who told me about this habit said she used to rely on coffee to wake up and would be exhausted by 11 a.m. When she switched to protein first, coffee second, she said her energy stayed level all day. No afternoon crash. No 3 p.m. exhaustion. Quick note, we recommend products and tools across all our videos. And instead of searching through comments or spending hours on Amazon, we've organized everything in our storefront. It's grouped by category with direct links to what we actually use and trust. The link's in the description if that's helpful. Now let's continue. Habit 7. They walk outside for 15 minutes within 2 hours of waking. No phone, no podcast. This is the habit that sounds too simple to work. It's not. Wealthy women go outside for a 15-minute walk every morning within 2 hours of waking up. No phone, no podcast, no music, just walking. The combination of natural light exposure and low-intensity movement does 3 things. It sets your circadian rhythm, which controls sleep quality and energy, it lowers cortisol, and it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest mode. Research from Stanford's Huberman lab found that morning sunlight exposure, even on cloudy days, increases daytime cortisol, which you want in the morning, and evening melatonin, which you need for deep sleep. Better sleep creates better energy the next day. But the no phone, no podcast part is crucial. This isn't exercise. This isn't productivity. This is giving your nervous system permission to regulate before the demands of the day hit. One woman said she started doing this at 47 after years of exhaustion. She'd wake up tired, push through her day on caffeine and willpower, collapse at night. The morning walks changed everything. Within 3 weeks, she was waking up naturally before her alarm. Her energy was stable all day. She stopped needing afternoon naps. Habit 6. They drink half their body weight in ounces of water daily with electrolytes. Most women are chronically dehydrated and don't realize that's why they're tired. Wealthy women drink half their body weight in ounces of water every day. If you weigh 140 pounds, that's 70 ounces. And they add electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, to at least 1 glass daily. Why electrolytes matter. Water without minerals doesn't hydrate cells properly. You're just peeing out the water. But water with electrolytes actually enters cells, which is where hydration creates energy. Even 2% dehydration, which you won't feel as thirst, reduces energy by 20 to 30%, according to research from the University of Connecticut. The implementation: they keep a 32-ounce water bottle with them always. Drink 1 bottle by noon, 1 by 6 p.m., plus additional water with meals. Add electrolyte powder, LMNT, Noon, or DIY with sea salt and lemon to the morning bottle. A consultant who travels constantly said she used to blame her exhaustion on jet lag and hotel beds. Then she started tracking her water intake and realized she was drinking maybe 30 ounces a day, half what she needed. When she hit her hydration target consistently, the exhaustion disappeared. Same travel schedule, different energy. Habit 5. They strength train twice a week, not cardio, resistance. This is where most women get it backwards. They do hours of cardio, running, spin classes, long walks, thinking it will give them energy. But cardio depletes. Strength training builds. Wealthy women prioritize resistance training, lifting weights, resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, twice a week minimum, 30 to 45 minutes per session. Why this works? Muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more muscle you have, the more efficiently your body produces energy at a cellular level. Muscle also improves insulin sensitivity, which stabilizes blood sugar and prevents energy crashes. Research from Harvard found that women who strength train 2 to 3 times weekly report 40% higher energy levels than women who only do cardio or no exercise. And here's the part that matters after 40. You lose muscle naturally as you age, sarcopenia. That muscle loss is directly correlated with fatigue, weakness, and metabolic slowdown. Strength training reverses it. One woman started lifting weights at 52 after a lifetime of yoga and walking. She said within 6 months, she felt stronger and more energized than she had in her 30s. She stopped needing coffee after 10 a.m. Her resting energy, just existing, felt higher. You don't need a gym. Resistance bands and dumbbells at home work. But the resistance is non-negotiable. Habit 4. They go to bed at the same time every night, within 15 minutes, no exceptions. This is the habit that enables every other habit on this list. Wealthy women have a fixed bedtime, not a range, not when I'm tired, a time, and they protect it within 15 minutes, every single night, including weekends. Why this creates energy? Your body's circadian rhythm thrives on consistency. When you go to bed at the same time, your body starts preparing for sleep an hour beforehand. Melatonin rises, core temperature drops, digestion slows. You fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, wake up more refreshed. But when your bedtime varies wildly, 10 p.m. Monday, midnight Wednesday, 2 a.m. Saturday, your body never knows when to prepare. You're constantly fighting your own biology. A study from Brigham and Women's Hospital found that people with consistent bedtimes within 30 minutes reported 50% higher daytime energy and 30% better mood than those with irregular sleep schedules, even when total sleep hours were identical. The fixed bedtime also forces you to say no to things. Late dinners, binge-watching shows, scrolling before bed. And those boundaries protect your energy more than any supplement ever could. One CEO said her bedtime is 10 p.m., period. She's turned down networking events, late client calls, social invitations. She said it felt selfish at first. Then she realized her daytime performance doubled because she was actually rested. The trade-off became obvious. Habit 3. They eat their largest meal at lunch, not dinner. This habit goes against American culture completely, but it's how wealthy European women have eaten for generations. The largest, heaviest meal of the day happens at lunch, 12 to 2 p.m. Dinner is light, soup, salad, lean protein, vegetables, small portions, eaten by 6 or 7 p.m. Why this reversal creates energy? Digestion requires massive energy. When you eat a heavy meal at night, your body spends the entire night digesting instead of repairing. You wake up groggy because your system never got to rest. But when you eat your big meal at lunch, you have 6 to 8 hours of activity to burn it off. Your body digests while you're moving. And by bedtime, digestion is complete, so sleep is actually restorative. Research from the University of Barcelona found that people who ate their main meal at lunch lost more weight, had better insulin sensitivity, and reported higher afternoon energy than those who ate their main meal at dinner, even with identical calorie intake. This requires planning. You can't just grab a sandwich at your desk and call it lunch. But the women who do this say the energy shift is so profound they'd never go back. One woman said she used to eat light all day and then a huge dinner at 8 p.m. She'd be sluggish all afternoon, wired after dinner, exhausted in the morning. When she flipped it, big lunch, light dinner, her afternoons became her most productive hours. Mornings felt clean, energy was stable all day. Habit 2. They take a 20-minute non-negotiable break between 2 to 4 p.m., no screens. Every human has a circadian dip in energy between 2 and 4 p.m. It's biological. You can't fight it with coffee. Wealthy women don't fight it. They plan for it. Between 2 and 4 p.m., they take a 20-minute break. Not a nap, unless they can, but most can't. A true break. No screens, no work. They go outside, they sit quietly, they stretch, they meditate, they read something light. This isn't laziness. It's strategic recovery. Because when you push through the circadian dip with caffeine and willpower, you deplete your reserves and crash hard by 5 p.m. But when you honor the dip with 20 minutes of rest, you come out of it with renewed energy that carries you to bedtime without a second crash. Research from NASA on pilot fatigue found that a 20-minute rest period during circadian low points improved alertness by 34% and performance by 16% compared to no break. The key: it must be screen-free. Scrolling on your phone doesn't count. That's stimulation, not rest. Your nervous system needs actual downtime. One attorney said she used to power through 2 to 5 p.m. with back-to-back calls and multiple espressos. By dinner, she was destroyed. When she started blocking 2:20, 2:40 p.m. as unavailable and sitting outside with her eyes closed, she said her late afternoon energy returned. She could work until 7 p.m. without fatigue. Client meetings after 4 p.m. became productive again instead of something to survive. Habit 1. They eliminate sugar except on weekends and track how they feel. And here's number 1. The habit that, more than any other, creates clean, sustained energy instead of spikes and crashes. Wealthy women eliminate refined sugar Monday through Friday. Completely. No desserts, no sweetened coffee, no healthy bars with 15 grams of sugar, no dried fruit, no juice. Weekends, they eat sugar if they want it. But weekdays, it's off the table. Why this creates energy: sugar creates a blood sugar spike, followed by an insulin spike, followed by a crash. That crash feels like exhaustion. Most women are riding that roller coaster 3 to 5 times a day and wondering why they're tired. But when you eliminate sugar, your blood sugar stabilizes. Your energy becomes steady. No spikes, no crashes. Just a flat, sustainable baseline that lasts all day. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who eliminated added sugars for 30 days reported 60% improvement in sustained energy, 40% reduction in brain fog, and significantly better mood stability. But here's the key: they track how they feel. They notice that on Monday through Friday, they wake up clear-headed, they don't need afternoon naps, they're mentally sharp at 5 p.m. And then on Saturday, they eat a dessert and really notice, the crash 2 hours later. That awareness makes the weekday discipline easier because they can feel the difference. One venture capitalist said she eliminated weekday sugar at 49. She said it was the single biggest energy shift of her life, bigger than sleep, bigger than exercise. She described it as going from running on fumes to running on a full tank. Her assistant said she became unrecognizable at 4 p.m., used to be irritable and foggy, now sharp and steady. So those are the 8 habits. And here's what connects them. None of them are quick fixes. None of them work overnight. But implemented together over 90 days, they create a compound effect that fundamentally changes your baseline energy. You stop needing caffeine to function. You stop crashing in the afternoon. You stop feeling like you're dragging yourself through your days. You start feeling like you have reserves, like you could handle more, do more, be more, simply because you have the energy to back it up. Here's your challenge. Don't try all 8 at once. That's overwhelming and you'll quit. Pick 2 habits from this list, the 2 that feel most doable for your current life. Commit to those 2 for 30 days. Then come back and comment. Day 30, habit plus habit, and tell us what shifted in your energy. Because it will shift. And once you feel it, you'll add the next 2. If this video changed how you think about energy, we've built 3 complete series. The Rich Women's Habits series, where we break down what wealthy women do across every area of life. The Hygiene Habits for Elegant Women series, covering invisible details that signal refinement. And the Quiet Luxury Items Every Woman Should Own series, for building a wardrobe that works without effort. All 3 playlists are in the description, designed to work together. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're there when the next video drops. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one.